So you see that guy right there? He's wanted for murder. So if you see that guy, call the police. Who is that? And what are the details? Well, he is being accused of murdering this man. And he's on the run. He's wanted. He is wanted. So what's going on? What's the details of this case? The suspect is Anthony Yohari Lopez Olguin. So 24-year-old Anthony Olguin, who's armed and dangerous. He's driving a white 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe with a Colorado license plate of BCK P98. So if you see a white 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe BCK P98, the SUV was located by police Saturday evening. Oh, okay. He was driving it. Never mind about that lead. The woman's taken to the hospital, is recovering after surgery. It says possibly a domestic violence-related incident. The victim is identified as 23-year-old Eduardo Espinoza Bencomo. There's victims' rights in Colorado. There's also thou shalt not murder laws. But for some reason, this Anthony Olguin didn't read the thou shalt not murder laws. There's a whole bunch of them. You can't do vehicular murder. You can't do deliberative murder. You can't do knowingly. You can't knowingly shoot and murder a person. So he definitely did that. That's second degree. 24-year-old Anthony Yohari Lopez Olguin, who they said may be armed and dangerous. Police said he was driving a white. Okay, so we already said this. Let's get to the top. This is 9news.com, Lafayette, Colorado. Lafayette, this is in Boulder, Colorado, Boulder County. So up there by Denver. November 26th it was written. The 28th it was updated. Today is the 29th. So 3 days ago. 3 days ago, Eduardo Espinoza Bencomo, 23-year-old, was killed in the early morning shooting. Was it with an AK-47 or an AR? Was it an assault rifle? Suspect on the run after one killed, one wounded in Lafayette shooting. Man was killed, woman was wounded in a Lafayette apartment early Saturday. Lafayette has a population of 25,000. It's about half of the SLV Valley. Lafayette Police Department said officers were called to a report of a shooting at 750 South Lafayette Drive, the address of the Copperstone apartment complex, just after 3 a.m. A woman had contacted police about a disturbance in her apartment, police said. After that, a man shot her in what was possibly a domestic violence-related incident. When officers arrived, a man was found dead from multiple gunshot wounds. The victim was identified as 23-year-old Eduardo Espinoza Bencomo. Possibly a domestic violence-related incident. I'm not sure what they're suggesting there. Somehow it was a lover's quarrel. It was a three-way relationship. So Anthony Yohara Lopez Olguin, they found his vehicle, but he's still out on the run. Call Boulder County Communications 303-441-4444. If you have any information, you may be eligible for a reward up to $2,000. A two-way dialogue system online also allows tipsters to come back and provide additional information and ask questions. So, RIP to the 23-year-old. He's 23 years of age. What was he doing? Was he hurting her? Or was the other one hurting her? He's the one with the gun. And then he takes off and the woman was injured. Seems like this Anthony Olguin is in the wrong. And where is he? Where is Anthony Olguin? It's not just him that's on the run. You got a whole bunch of people that's wanted. You got Maria Acosta, Abel Acosta, and Maria Acosta. You got that John Carina guy, that guy that, I got to get his full name, but he killed 4 people. So that guy, right, Marco Kelly. Who is this? Joseph Castorini. So Joseph Castorini, 21-year-old Joseph Castorini is still wanted and at large. Michael Kelly, 29-year-old who killed Brandy Rail, still at large. Anthony McCready, still at large. Anthony McCready is accused of killing Ray Cedillo. And then there's other ones too that I need to pull their names up, get their full names. So, but a lot of people are wanted, not just for missing court, but for murder. They haven't even made their first appearance yet. I mean, make a good lawful person go through 12 different appearances, but shoot a person and then hide really, really well, and that's everybody just kind of shrugs their shoulders and act like that's not a crime. Is that what we're gonna pretend? It's not a crime. So hopefully we catch this guy, Anthony Olguin. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Thou shalt not murder. That's been good law since Moses. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal thy neighbor's wife. That's not so much. But you do own your own life and you do own your own property. The mayor of Pueblo, Nick Gradisar, he said he can't do nothing about the murder rate. What do you want me to do about the crime rate and the murder rate? Is anybody beating up you and burglarizing? Didn't that hotel, didn't his son like ransack a hotel or something? But that's fucked up. You can't do nothing about the murder rate. You're the captain of the cops. All you fucking cops, and there is something you can do. Put the cops out and about. Just have a presence. Have a presence of police everywhere. There's a cop here, there's a cop there, there's a cop everywhere. They can't solve all situations, but they can be out and about everywhere. So that way it looks like they're everywhere, and they're right there on the scene and on the spot, ready to, clean this shit up, chase the person, do whatever it need, but just to shrug your shoulders. You can also do some homework, do some research, do some community policing. Just go and do some, activities with people. Go bowling. Go to the movies. Maybe just shop. People need just regular stuff, groceries and whatnot. Help people get their groceries. And then also, load the groceries up into the house. See if there's a bunch of meth labs all over the place. Can't do nothing about the murder rate. Can't do nothing. The mayor, you motherfucker. Not only does the mayor need to be doing something, everybody needs to be doing something. So the mayor needs to definitely come up with like a 10, 20-point plan of what he's going to do. And then the citizens need to say, yeah, we want to go to our jobs and come back and everything to be intact. We want to be able to go to start our business. And if you ever go to San Luis, those cops don't even seem to patrol the beat around the police headquarters. There's cops there. There's cops around. Not really in Costilla County. Not Fort Garland or Blanca or Mesita or Jaroso. Not really even in San Luis. There's Costilla cops around. They're kind of at the police headquarters. They don't really look out the windows that much. They don't patrol around the beat around the police headquarters. They don't walk around San Luis, which is quite incredible to me. You could just have a police car right there in front of the damn courthouse, and that would just have it parked on the street. That would be a presence. You don't even have to be there. Just park a police car around, and people say, oh, is that a police car? Is there a person in it? And until they figure it out, that will be a deterrent. Just park police cars all over the place. There's nothing you can do about the murder rate. You're the fucking mayor. If the fucking powerful, the rich and powerful can't do nothing, he's safe. He's got a nice gated community. He's off in his ivory tower eating his fucking rich food, fish eggs, escargot. So while he's sitting there eating on his escargot, looking down on the rest of us, He's protected. He gets security, but he's sitting there saying the rest of everybody can't. Well, what can you do about a murder? Person could just come out of nowhere, pop, pop. What can you do? Yeah, yeah. That makes it even more terrifying that you're the person that we're gonna call, and you don't seem to understand that the shit's serious. Anthony Olguin. Anthony Olguin is at large. So is Maria Acosta, Michael Kelly, Anthony McGrady, that John Corini guy. And RIP to this guy. He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve murder. Eduardo Espinosa Bencomo. Eduardo Espinosa Bencomo. And what's the damn story? They still... It's one thing they don't have any arrest or leads and this and that, and they never follow up on this. But what we don't, they don't even tell us the story. They could just say there was an argument and he came to protect him. He's just been stalking. I don't have any idea. I'm gonna side with the person that's dead because that person can't speak for themselves. So that's the side that I'll speak for. Let's find this Anthony Olguin, gather the evidence, find out what the hell happened. If he's guilty, let's get some justice. But right now he's out and about. He's wanted. He killed a person. And it don't seem justified or doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason whatsoever to it. But because they're so scant in details, they leave it to my imagination, and my imagination could go either one side or the other. That's why it's important to write down as much information as possible, also to preserve the evidence and preserve the story, Man, it's so important. These journalists are so freaking important for our society. Nate Lynn, thank you for writing it, Nate Lynn. If you could write a couple more details, that'd be nice too.